Good, happy Tuesday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Tuesday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Tuesday evening, so let's get started right now. First up, project brings safe, reliable water to 5 towns in New Hampshire. Manchester Water Works to supply 1 million gallons of water per day. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9. Okay, sorry about that. We do not have video for you. A project that was just a dream 50 years ago has become a reality in Plastow, which will now have a reliable source of drinking water. Plastow is one of 5 towns that will get water from Manchester Water Works. State and local officials celebrated the completion of Phase 1 of the project today. The agreement brings 1 million gallons of water each day to Plastow, Windham, Salem, Atkinson, and Hampstead, providing a safe and reliable source of water to about 30,000 people. Officials said the town has had issues establishing sources of drinking water, with some dealing with pollution from MTBE, a gasoline additive in perfluoral substances, arisen or magnesins. The director of Manchester Water Works said that while much of New Hampshire continued to deal with drought, the additional draw of 1 million gallons of water per day from Lake Massapequa will not be a problem. One of the questions I get asked often is, how is the lake doing? He said it's down 33 inches, which is normal for this time of year. So supply is there, and the lake is in excellent shape. The second phase of the project will eventually deliver an additional 2 million gallons of water per day. Monkeypox cases remain low, but rising in New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Whoa, sorry, you probably didn't catch all that. Well, as you can see, Fidium is fast. How fast? 2 gig download and up.
Right. Some good news. New Hampshire still has a relatively low number of monkeypox cases, according to state epidemiologist Benjamin Chan. He says they've identified 19 people with the virus right now, but numbers are slowly increasing. Dr. Chan says right now the focus is getting vaccines out. He explains the 2-dose Jynneos vaccine offers full protection after about 2 weeks after the second dose. That's about 6 weeks after the first dose. There are 2 groups recommended to get the shots. The first, people who've been exposed in the last 14 days. The second, people who are at highest risk of exposure. It's available to anyone who lives, works, or has primary health care provider who has a primary health care provider in New Hampshire. Dr. Chan says monkeypox is primarily spread through sexual networks among men who have sex with other men. To spread it, he says, you must have symptoms. If you think you've been exposed, you can speak out to your doctor, as testing is widely available. Now, there still are a relatively limited number of locations offering these shots. Dr. Chan says as they get more doses, the plan is to expand this availability. For more info on who is eligible and on vaccine locations, you can check out our website, WMUR.com, and our mobile app. Live in Manchester, Grace Feinerman, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. In visit to New Hampshire, U.S. Trade Representatives says country recovering from supply chain issues. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
The nights are getting colder, but the savings are heating up. Abundant Life's 47th annual preseason stove and fireplace sale happens this Labor Day weekend. With the lowest prices of the year, you'll save up to 40% on all wood, gas, and pellet stoves, fireplaces, and inserts. We are New Hampshire's largest since 1972, and we'll beat any competitor's price. Abundant Life Stoves, celebrating 50 years.
The Biden administration U.S. Trade Representative is on the Seacoast today visiting local businesses. Representative Catherine Tai was at the Pease Trade Port this afternoon with Senator Jeanne Shaheen and Congressman Chris Pappas. News 9 asked Ambassador Tai if she thinks the U.S. has put the worst of its supply chain issues in the rearview mirror.
I want to make clear that the American economy, our fundamentals are strong. We are meeting these challenges better than almost any of our peers.
Ambassador Tai also made a stop at Galvion, a defense contractor in Portsmouth that makes tactical helmets and other military support systems.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Boy burned when sunscreen bottle tossed in campfire explodes, officials say. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Whoa, sorry, you probably didn't catch all that. Well, as you can see, Fidium is fast. How fast?
Well, we are learning more about the situation that sent a Barnstead boy to a Boston hospital with burns on his face and hand. Officials say he got those burns yesterday when a bottle of sunscreen was tossed into a campfire, causing that bottle to explode. The boy was taken to the burn center, that is, at Mass General Hospital.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Manchester police seek man in connection with hit and run in Draft Kings parking lot. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Whoa, sorry, you probably didn't catch all that. Well, as you can see, Fidium is fast. How fast? 2 gig download and upload fast. But
Now, police are looking for this person in connection with a hit and run. Manchester police say that crash happened earlier this month in the parking lot of Draft Kings on South Willow Street. Anyone who recognizes this person is asked to call police.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Rock climber rescued after fall in Franconia. New Hampshire Fish and Game officials said an experienced rock climber from Plymouth fell from Echo Craigs Monday night. New Hampshire Fish and Game officials said a man from Plymouth suffered serious injuries when he fell from Echo Craigs in Franconia Monday night. Officials said they received a 911 call at about 7:50 p.m. about a climber who had fallen. They said the climber was 22 years old and was climbing with 3 friends when he fell. Rescuers had to hike up the base of Echo Craigs to get to the climber. He was carried down a litter to a waiting ambulance. The climber was taken to Littleton Regional Hospital for treatment, officials said. New Hampshire Fish and Game said the climber was experienced and had the proper gear. Officials are now reminding all hikers to be prepared when hitting the trails. They encourage hikers to bring the 10 essential items: a map, compass, warm clothes, extra food and water, flashlight, headlamp, matches, fire starter, and first aid kit, whistle, rain gear, and a pocket knife. For more information about safe hiking, visit the New Hampshire Fish and Game website. Biden set to deliver primetime speech about soul of the nation. Let's take a listen to that video from NBC News.
Put your hands in the air. Back with my bestie. It's gonna be the best day ever.
President Biden plans to deliver a primetime speech on Thursday. A White House official says the address at Independence National Historical Park in Philadelphia would focus on, quote, the continued battle for the soul of the nation. The speech comes about 2 months before midterm elections. The president will highlight what he sees as progress over the past 2 years to protect our democracy. But he plans to note that rights and freedoms remain at risk.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. That does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great evening. Good night and goodbye.